What's up, people? Tony here, and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews, and this is episode 130, once again, part 1 of 1. And this is an episode of TTBurger's shockingly bad game reviews, and oh boy, do we have a shockingly bad game right here. And it actually shocked me because I thought this game was going to be good, but that's not the case here at all. And I've talked about the vehicular combat genre where it's like you and a vehicle and just battle each other out and stuff like that. And for the most part, there are a lot of games that pulled off really well, thanks to Twisted Metal and Cyber Sled and Vigilante 8 and more and more and more. But there are other games that try to copy this formula and just flat out failed miserably and didn't seem to copy the formula well at all, and games like this just end up being a big mess all around. What am I talking about here? Well, today the game I'm going to be looking at is a game that could have taken the vehicular combat genre formula to another dimension stuff and did its own thing and improved it. But unfortunately, for games like this, it just falls to the wayside here. And we got the game right here. This is Dead in the Water by the PlayStation, released in year 2000, and its slogan is "Live fast, die wet." That's what its catchphrase is, and we got a lot of talkers. Let's get started. Like I said before, I literally thought this game was going to be great because it had an interesting concept. This time, instead of a car or something like that, or like a plane or whatever, you're in a boat, and it tries to do two things where you do boat racing or battle, but none of them work at all, and just it's like no care and effort went into this game. They just rushed out to make a quick buck, and just it tries to copy Twisted Metal, but it ends up copying it the wrong way. And I don't mind if games copy Twisted Metal like that, because vehicular combat has been around even before Twisted Metal and after that, and they succeeded, like with Vigilante 8 and stuff, and Cyber Sled came before that, and those worked really well. But if you're trying to make a vehicular combat game, at least try and get the main part right, the fun factor, and not make it all frustrating into a big mess, which is what Dead in the Water does. Like when you look at the case art and stuff, and you see the skeleton on it and stuff like that, you think it looks really cool, but unfortunately, looks can be deceiving there. And yeah, now let's get started talking about the story. The story is that you have received an invitation to a mysterious tournament that takes place once a year, and those who competed in the tournament have never been seen before, and now it's your turn, and the rules are simple: destroy everything, and live fast or die wet, or you'll be dead in the water, and that's basically what happens. And it has an interesting concept. I mean, I like it because I like the concept of the story and stuff, but just that's pretty much all the story you'll see. But then after you view the story and stuff, you have a cast of characters, which are they have a big cast of characters there, like Sergeant Steel, the Crotchet family, and Number 7, and more and more and more. But the characters I'm going to be playing as in this review are Mandy, Brandy, and Mandy, and who are basically these three Baywatch girls that I know, multiple reviews on YouTube have mentioned this, and credit goes to them. So I'm going to pick them in their police patrol looking boat, and then we can start on the game here, and you notice that the game's graphics are a hit or miss. The boat models look very blocky, and this game came out in 2000, and this game looks worse than Cyber Sled and Twisted Metal and Vigilante 8. I mean, it looks so blocky looking. It's just, they look awful. I mean, the backgrounds are okay looking, like the water looks nice and stuff, but still, that's pretty much all you can say about the graphics. And the opening cutscene looks good, but that's not saying much. It doesn't really save the game at all. They could have done a lot more with this, definitely. Sound is actually my favorite part of the game. The sound has some kick-ass alternative heavy metal rock music, and it fits the game really well. I love all the tunes, mainly the main theme of the first tune you hear when you boot the game up and start a mode and such. I mean, I like the music. The music is the best part. Voice setting is hard to say because there's not much voice setting to it, but so you either like it or you hate it. So that's just me there with the sound. And of course, the weapon sound effects sound good too, so sound is definitely the best part. But now we gotta get into the gameplay here, and this is where Dead in the Water fails mainly. Like, you try to like take two main things, racing and battle, and they both fail at the same time. Mainly the controls and how your vehicle controls. The boat controls very weighted and it's very hard to turn. And if you jump or something like that, you can hit a wall, and it's very hard to turn, and you lose your balance and focus, and it takes quite a bit to get back on track. And I have won certain races, but a lot of the races I failed because I either got shot and dead in the water, or I came in last place. Like, if you get killed one time, that's it, game over unless you save your game. So you lose the races that you continue, but you'll still end up in 4th place. You won't get enough points to go on to the next round. Like, you don't have to play the game for long. You can play the game for like about 45 minutes, and you'll see all the problems, you'll see everything the game has to offer. And like, I'm talking about the racing here. The racing mode is the worst part because it is very hard to steer, and you'll come from first to last in a matter of minutes because you'll either miss a checkpoint because of the way you jump or the way you turn, and it'll take forever to get back on track, and it's just really frustrating. The battle mode part of Dead in the Water is better, but not by much. Especially because it could take forever to find the last opponent, or they'll just die on their own. So that'll take forever, which should be fun, but it ends up being a wild goose chase trying to find them before they find you. And like, it's just annoying because like, the way the courses are set up, they're not big enough for a race or battle. Like, they're too narrow, they're not wide enough, and it causes you hit walls and stuff all the time, and you're just gonna keep crashing and burning, and end up dead in the water. And it's a shame because I really thought this game was great, because like, I really wanted this game to be good, because I like combat games, vehicular combat games, I like vehicle games itself, because games like Twisted Metal, Critical Depth, which was like an underwater combat game, and Vigilante 8 and Cyber Sled, they were awesome and they hold a place in my heart, but unfortunately Dead in the Water does not. I mean, like, once you've seen everything, you're gonna put the game away and never play it again. And like, because like of how stiff the boat feels, and how stiff the controls are, and how unbalanced the opponent AI is, because how they'll whoop your ass immediately, or you'll whoop them and stuff. It's a pain in the neck, and I just cannot stand how they think frustrating difficulty is challenged in a good way when it's not. This game could have had so much more going for it, but unfortunately it just falls to the wayside. And there's really not much else I could say here. It's just, if you want to try just to see the problems with that, go ahead. But I recommend games like Twisted Metal series, Cyber Sled, Vigilante 8, Critical Depth, and more, because they are a lot better than this. This game is just awful. Due to the complaints I have with the game, the score I'll be giving it is, what to give it here? Probably a 2.5 out of 10, because of some of the graphics and the music and some of the voice acting and stuff, and the art style. And it has an interesting idea, but it just fails to the wayside badly. And that's pretty much all I gotta say for this episode. Like I said, this was a little one-part review, so that's pretty much it. What will episode 131 hold? Well, stay tuned and find out. Which all I gotta say, those of you who like what you see here, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, because we're always looking for more people to join. That's pretty much all I gotta say. This is Tony. Peace out and have a great day, and avoid this game at all costs.